This is my deck of panning update for May 2026. It was created by Emily over at the channel Emily and Max. I will have her linked in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get into it. Back in March for the 10 of clubs, which was chopping block, I brought in the Pat McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana. This has been on my chopping block. At the end of the year, I had a collection declutter video. I didn't have just keep or declutter. I also had a chopping block stack. This was from that. I don't know why it was on my chopping block. I brought it in for 5 uses. 5 uses? Brought it for 5 uses. As of the last update, I had used it 3 times. Well, you guys, I have used it, the additional 2 uses to get my 5 uses, and I'm happy to say it's no longer on my chopping block. It is lovely. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I just, when I'm not reaching for something, I automatically put it in my head that it's not something that I like. And this has been in this project. This was in my first round of deck of panning. And I decided to keep it then. So why did I bring it in? Why was it on my chopping block? You guys, I don't know. I don't know, but I'm keeping it. Okay. For the 6 of diamonds, this was also rolled in March. For the 6 of diamonds was favorite category. Well, eyeshadow. Good. And I brought in the shade Luna Storm. And this is a Divina shadow. This is more of a peachy pink, and it has a little bit of a gold reflect to it. It is beautiful. As of the last update, I only had 1 use, but I have used it the additional 4 times. This is also rolling out. That one was really nice to use just to almost like a topper. It does have pigment to it, but if you do it with a light hand, a little bit of a topper, you could use it as your inner corner. It was very nice. I enjoyed it very much. Last month, I drew Jack of Clubs, which is always, because face cards and aces always stay the same. All year long, the Jack of Clubs, the black Jack, I should say, the black Jack, be clubs or spades, represents another project. Well, I chose Partners in Cream because I'm very unoriginal and I couldn't think of anything else. I went through the Fantastic Ladies collab page and there was just nothing that struck my fancy, you guys, and I'm already doing a couple of those. So I brought in for Partners in Cream the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush palette. This is the Daria, and these are powder, these are cream. So I had to use the cream shades. It's a highlighter, a blush, and kind of a blush lighter, and they're beautiful. And I had to use this 10 times. I've only used it 5. I've only used it 5, so this is staying in for 5 more uses. Going back to this little thing, last month for the 7 of Spades, which was hit a pan at the time, I brought in my eyebrow shade. This is my eyebrow shade. This is my hairline shade for when my gray starts coming in. And do you see? I hit a pan. It took me 12 uses to hit that pan. And I just used a little angled eyebrow brush, eyeliner brush, eyebrow brush, whatever, a little angled brush. And I hit a pan. So this is rolling out, and I'm going to put it back in my everyday little palette that has lid setting shades and stuff like that. Although I haven't really been using these for lid setting shades because I have my Stone Cold Fox in all year to hit a pan and everything, and I've been using those as lid setting shades. Last month for the 3 of Hearts, that was pop culture. So for pop culture, I rolled in the Batman. This is a 9-pan palette from Revolution. I keep this because it has the shade names on it. And I love this palette. I think this palette, this is one of their best formulas. You know, they're hit or miss. This is a hit. This is definitely a hit. And I enjoyed using these warm tones. I put a 5-use goal on this, and I used it all 5 times. Yes, I did. Which is part of the reason why I didn't get as much use on this as I thought I was going to, because I did a lot more warmer looks, and these are, you know, they're kind of a cooler tone blush. So I didn't use, that's why I didn't use that very much, but I did use this the 5 times that I needed for it to roll out. Finally, I drew the Queen of Spades again. Black queens are always Ms. Right Now. Mrs. Right Now. I always get that wrong. Mrs. Right Now. Something that is seasonal, something that you want to use right now is the prompt. So I brought in the Commodity Juice. This, can I tell you, has turned out to be quite the perfume. I put a 10 use goal on this. I've used it 7 times. It's almost gone. I'm not sure I'm even going to make the 10 use goal on this, which it's not very cost effective. But let me tell you a little story about this little number right here. The first time I used it for the project, I sprayed it. Well, it was the first time I've used it, period, because I had never used this. Just a second and I'll give you the scent notes. Top notes: bright and sweet raspberry pulp, fresh strawberry, green violet leaf. Middle notes: tangy rhubarb, fresh Bulgarian rose, and light, clean cyclamen. I don't know. Base notes: warm amber wood, earthy vetiver, and smoky patchouli. This is a big hit in my household. Anthony rarely comments on, well, anything. He doesn't care if I have makeup on or not. He doesn't care if my hair is done or not. He doesn't care if I'm wearing perfume or not. And not that he's not, he's non-committal about it. He just doesn't care. Like, he's just like, okay, let's go to eat. You don't have makeup on, so what? I don't care. He says that doesn't bother him at all. So when I sprayed this, mind you, his office is 2 floors below me. He said he could smell it the minute that I sprayed it. And I was like, oh. I was thinking, oh, do you not like that? And he was like, that's my favorite. That's my favorite perfume you've ever had. So I told him, it's just a travel size. So if you want me to keep wearing it, you're going to have to buy me a full size. $155 for a full size of this, which was kind of surprising to me. But yes, you guys, it's very, very nice. It is a spring and summer scent, which is why I brought it in. And I'm trying to get used on my perfumes anyway. It smells so good. And it's kind of sexy. It's a little sexy, a little bit. So guys, I have 4 rollouts, 2 staying in. The Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush. It has 5 more uses. The perfume has 3 more uses, if there are 3 uses left in there. If not, I will report back. Okay, Betty cards are out. It's so funny. I said something about maybe getting different cards for next year, and overwhelmingly, that was a big no. You love the Betty cards. I love the Betty cards. I was just thinking, to mix it up a little bit. The Betty cards are staying. They will always be here because you guys were really adamant that the Betty cards stay. Here's my Joker. I'm putting it to the side because I have a Joker in here. You don't want the Joker. It stands for Are You Joking Me? All the way at the bottom, you guys. All the way at the bottom. So we were safe. I'm going to do some shuffling. I have not looked at the game board yet. Okay. One of the newer prompts they have is Face of the Brand. And I think that is like a creator that has their own makeup brand. Let me see. Brand with a visible or known owner. Example of celebrities, influencers, makeup artists, prompt by Martha. Okay, so that's fine. I've never had that before. Broken. Aren't we all a little broken? I mean, really. Influenced. A lot of that. Copycat. Pretty packaging. This time of year. There's a lot in here that would be fun. There's the regular, like, blush, pencil. I really don't... Never mind. I'm not going to tell you what I don't want, because then I'll get it. But the fact that I even thought it could do something. Okay. I'm drawing 4 cards. I should draw 5. No, I'm not. I'm drawing 4 cards. I'm already at 6 products. I'm drawing 4 cards. I'm going to cut the deck. I'll make sure that she's... Nope, that would make her upside down. I'll make sure that she's right side up. And first card. 7 of spades. 7 of spades is blush. No, it isn't. Oldest. Okay. Oldest. And that could be in any category. It doesn't have to be your like oldest product. Got the Joker, you guys. I got the Joker. Son of... Okay, let's move on. King of clubs. King of clubs. Black king. In it for the long haul. 3 of clubs. 3 of clubs is hit a pan. Are you freaking kidding me with this? Okay. So here's the deal. I have the veto. I got the veto last time. I got the veto. I am vetoing this. I'm vetoing her, which means I have to pick another card. So I'm vetoing the Joker. Vetoing her. She thought she got me. She didn't get me because I got the veto. Jack of clubs represents another project. That's doable. That is doable. So, you guys, this is not a good round. This does not make me happy. This is not a good round. I've got 3 bad cards. I had 3 bad cards. In it for the long haul, and a Joker, and a hit a pan. I pissed someone off in the panning world. I pissed someone off bad. What is this one? Blush. Or no, oldest. Oldest. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm going to go choose my products and we'll come back. We'll discuss. You guys don't go anywhere. All right, you guys. I have my things. I was trying to be very strategic. I still can't believe that I got all 3 of those in one update. Yay for the veto. I know that I kept that veto for a reason, and my cards weren't bad last update. So I'm glad I kept the veto because I knew that I would need it at some point. I just didn't think I would need it so soon. Joker. In it for the long haul. Hit a pan. Joke is on the panning powers that be because I was very strategic and I did some things. I made some decisions. All right. We're going to move forward, not backward. We're moving forward. For the 7 of spades, it is oldest. This is one of my oldest blushes. And this is the Balm. And this is Cabana Boy. This predates my channel. This blush is probably around 8 years old. And you can see it has a nice dip in there. I thought about bringing this in for Hit a Pan, but I think it's still going to take a while, so I'm not doing that. This is a very pretty, glowy blush, and I think it will pair very, very well with the cream blush in here. So I'm going to use this 10 times. 10 times. That replaced my Joker. Jack of clubs represents another project. I went with Birthstone Beauties from the Fantastic Ladies. I didn't want to do another Partners in Cream. Birthstone Beauties. My daughter's birthstone is an opal. She was born in October. So I don't have anything with opal in the name or the shade, but this Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl in Diamond Dust is very opal-y. It's very opal-like. It's white, but it has like, it's a little shifty. It has pinks. It has, I mean, it's not like over the top crazy, but it has, there we go. You guys, okay. I'm changing my lighting setup. My ring light is on its way out. And so I did a bunch of research, and I'm playing around. Before I'm actually buying something, I'm playing around. So it's a lot brighter than what it normally was, and the background I think looks a little darker than what it did. But anyway, this is the baked gelato swirl. It's very opal-like, very opal essence. I'm going to use this 5 times. 5 times is all. I usually use this as an inner corner instead of a highlighter. I don't usually use it as a highlighter, but I do use it as an inner corner, and that will be kind of easy to use as an inner corner. So, King of Clubs. In it for the long haul. Great, love that for me. This is not strategic, actually. This is a little crazy pants, but I'm bringing in the Rick and Morty palette because it's about to be summer, and these are beautiful summer shades. And I'm going to use this No Pan Left Behind. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm doing it No Pan Left Behind. Am I a rainbow palette lover? No. No, I'm not. I love this palette though. It is such a beautiful palette, and these shimmers are fantastic. And I have some blues that I need to use in my 50 Shades of Blue. I have blue singles that these mattes will help me do that. I love the purples. I don't mind the oranges too much. The greens, we'll deal with that, you guys. We'll deal with it. No Pan Left Behind. Eek. Eek. For the 3 of Clubs, which was hit a pan. Why not? I have my Stone Cold Fox here. As I said a little earlier, I'm trying to hit pan in every shade. So I have the shade Fickle Fate here, which is this brown. And I don't know if you can see that humongous dip in there. Like, it's really, like, within 5 uses, it's going to hit pan. Guarantee it. That's the one I'm using. This one and this one are like what I'm concentrating on right now. I have a pan in almost all of these. I don't have a pan in this, but I have a pan in all these other shades. And I have several other pans in this palette. So I'm going to try for this one. Fickle Fate. Is that the one? Yeah, Fickle Fate. I'm going to try to hit pan in that. We'll see how many uses it actually takes. So you guys, that is my update. That is my update for Deck of Panning 2026. What did I do? Like, I am so like, okay, the Joker. I've had the Joker before. Whatever. Joker and In It for the Long Haul. Okay, now we're getting an attitude. And then hit a pan. What did I do? What did I do to them? I didn't even do anything to them. They're just mean. Just mean. If you were doing Deck of Panning, tell me what you drew this month. Tell me if your cards were just as mean to you as mine. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. And until our next adventure, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later.